Good morning, guys. It's nice, bright and early this morning. I want to get out here. It's supposed to be a little warmer today. We had a little cool down. Um, Not much, just enough that it's not shorts weather yet. Again, it was, but it's not. So we're out in the garden. I apologize for not getting the video out yesterday. I had to take the truck in for an oil change, and it's all under new management. And I got to tell you, there's no sense of urgency, no sense of nothing. I watched the guy rotate my tires. All he did was take the back from to the front, and he never diagonaled either one of the tires. So I now know why I had such a problem with my alignment last year. Um, Anyways, it was neither here nor there. It was just disappointing to watch him rotate the tires, and it didn't get rotated. All they did is move the front to the back and the back to the front. That's not rotating tires. Um, and I looked it up on uh, on Nissan's page because I have a Nissan, and yeah, it wasn't even what they recommend for tire rotation. But anyway, so it took me a lot longer than I was almost 2 hours for an oil change and tire rotation. Ridiculous in my opinion. But we're out in the garden today, and again, I apologize for being late. But I need to get some stuff done in the garden today. So a couple issues we had this last 2 weeks. Um, Y'all know I bought that water box, and I was having trouble getting it hooked up and not leaking. Finally got it not leaking, and then last Monday, last Tuesday came out to water the garden, and apparently the hose had separated from the connector. So I got to take that back to Home Depot as a $60 hose. That's crazy. Um, I bought it because it was supposed to be heavy duty, yada yada yada. So we're gonna have to do that at some point today. I need to get that exchanged out because I can't leave not watering this. We haven't had any significant rains, so I don't want these plants dying. So let's get into this. One thing I got to do today is get this to rotate. There we go. These guys, we got a lot of potatoes coming up, or well, the plants are coming up. So we need to get those covered up. We need to cover them up. This one's huge. This one has gotten huge. It's way up there. So we need to get those covered up. The idea is you layer the soil on top of those. They push back through the soil, and where they stay down underneath, more it gives more vining where potatoes can grow. So we do have to get those covered up today. Um, this one is a little small, so I don't know if I want to cover him up yet. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of weird how it grew out. Anyways, I did all the all the potatoes when I put them in. I did it so that the pieces were pushing up, and this one seems to have grown out to the side and then come up. So we'll have to get at that. Um, Other things, the verbena are doing great, guys. I can't believe. Look at those purple flowers. I mean, they're amazing. They actually came back from the dead, so to speak. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. There you go. So the verbenums are coming back up, and they're flowering. They're gorgeous. Now I did pick off the deadhead of the flowers. Hopefully that'll help. Now these over here, I don't know if it's a different variety or if it's because it's shaded so much from the tomato plant. Um, but they're a little lighter colored. All the rest of them, they're less covered, so they're bright purple. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Now, yeah, let's see, what is this? Oh, okay, perfect. Um, I forgot I put that in there. So let's go down this way a little bit here. I may have to take this off the stand. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it. Or we can do this. And we'll flip the camera around. We've got pea pod, or a pea coming up here. Pea plant. And then I think this was the other, what did we put in there? That may be it. I don't think that's corn. It might be corn. I did stick a couple extra things of corn in there, so that might be corn, but I don't think it is. I think we put I want to say we put a watermelon there. The other thing that's popped up is we have the asparagus coming up. There's three stalks right now. Oh, there's four. There's a fourth stalk over here. So we've got 4 stalks coming up, and I think we planted 4 of the root bunches. The lavender is flowering, and that verbenum is not doing as great as the others, but it is coming back. It kind of got a little devastated. Again, that was my fault. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so here's potatoes. Yeah, you can see they are getting big, except for this one. So I may hold off covering that one. But these 3, I definitely need to cover, especially this one. It is getting huge. So we're going to have to cover those with soil. Now, if you guys remember, I think we planted a bunch of carrots in there. So far, nothing has popped up. Now, last year, we did do some carrots last year, and they did come up. So I'm kind of hoping they'll come up. But yeah, so we'll see. It hasn't been but a week, so I don't want to rush it. It'll come up when it's ready. I'm going to put you guys over this way. Now the sun's kind of peeking through the trees. Is about to go over the top of them. And we're going to go down to the dirt pile, and we're going to see what's to make there. So this, I'm just trying to figure out, because I've got to take that hose back. I need to figure out if we're going to need more soil. If we do, then I can pick it up while I'm there. And I'm just going to get a cheaper hose this time. I'm not going to waste my money on that $70 hose. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So I did have a little bit of soil left in this bag. I'm going to dump that in here. I don't have any more black cow, which would be really helpful. Now, this is the peat, and I just made a huge mistake there because I don't want all that peat in there. I thought that was soil. How am I going to do this? Will this work? Maybe? No, of course not. So maybe what we'll do is we'll get to the raking that. I'll rake some of that into a pile. We might just mix that into thing. Let's see what we got here. Of course, now we've got all the weeds. Well, I don't think there's weeds in there, but there's some of these vining plants that are growing over into our pile here. So we got to be careful. I don't want to get any of that into the mix. I think we're just going to mix this up with the peat and be done with it. That is not what I wanted to do. Stuff is not cheap. I also have that little bag there, so we can mix that in there as well, because that's pretty good soil. It's composted already and everything, and then they sift that soil. That was a one-time thing. That was such a shame. All those yams. I think with the peat that we have here, I'm going to get some of these roots out of here from the other plants. The only reason it's not a bad thing, like they'll break down. So I'm not worried about that. Just I want to make sure it's not something I don't want in there. It very well could be. So now this does have some material in here from leaves and such that have this will mix up nicely. What the heck is that? No, that's just a weed. That's exactly why I want to be careful what I pull out of there. I was thinking it was the sweet potatoes trying to come back. Poor things. I don't think they had enough time to grow before it got cold. And yeah, so we don't want any of that in there. That's why I think they kind of died off. It was a shame because I really was kind of looking forward to that. All right, let's get this mixed up. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get that water hose out of that box so I can get to Home Depot this morning too, because I want to be in and out of there before people. The other thing I noticed too when I was poking around here in the garden was none of the raspberries have done anything. Ooh, right. That bag was really small. That came as a whole thing of dirt and the bag with it. It was really small compared to my other bags. And it says it's the same size, but I don't think it is. Now, one thing we're going to do too, this is really dry. Oh, what is that? Radish. That was last year. I didn't even see that when I picked that up. No, we don't want the tubers in there. Fly, be free. Surprised any of the animals haven't gotten that. I did notice there was some raccoon scat around. Well, that's definitely not what I want to see. They don't seem to have gotten into the plants. You know what? That might actually work out with that peat moss. I was worried that was going to be too much in there. Now I'm thinking it might be all right. There we go. Give that a few more turns here. I want to make sure we get the peat moss mixed in really well. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right. So basically what I've read is you just pile the dirt over the top of them, cover them back up. One thing I do want to do before we cover them back up, I brought some blood meal out with me. So this is organic source of nitrogen, promotes lush and beautiful harvest. Leafy garden vegetables. So this one is, I don't remember, this is a 1200 organic plant food. So we're going to put this in the bags first, because every time I look up or read about potatoes, everybody says, oh, they're heavy feeders, put a ton of stuff in there. So that's what we're going to, well, we're not putting a ton of stuff in. Get a sip of coffee here. Oh, that hit the spot. So we're gonna feed these guys. I'm even gonna feed the little one down here. Even though I'm not gonna cover, I don't think I'm gonna cover him. Like I said, I don't. Now these bigger ones, I'm probably gonna give 2 scoops. The little one, I just gave 1. Oh God, this stuff stinks. I bet it's made with chicken manure. Well, these guys should be happy with that. Okay, that away. The last bag I got of this, it spilled. It didn't seal, and it spilled. I'm like, made a mess. So I'm hoping this one seals nicely. Right. So I think we'll just start with the shovel and see how that goes. And I was really kind of hoping to see carrots today. Now this does, like I said, this does have some leaves and stuff in it, but that should break down. So, and we're gonna just cover them right up. They said, and no grass. Don't need that in there. Right. Try not to break anything in here. Get out. The other thing I'm going to have to look at getting is one of those small rakes that go along in between the rows. This is going to, that guy was big. He might, gonna take a lot to cover that one. And we're literally going to go right up to the top of these bags with this. Now, I'm definitely going to have to get more stuff today. All right, there we go. That'll work. As I dump some of it out on the ground. What'd you do today? Oh, I dumped some soil that I mixed up on the ground. All right, here we go. And that one actually was spread out, so it was kind of, that didn't take much to cover that one. Right, there we go. So these are going to need a good water, so I'm definitely going to have to get the hose. Thought I threw those over there, not there. Yeah, they're definitely going to need, I'm going to leave that little bugger in there uncovered for another day or 2. I have a cover for this, so seeing that there's soil left in here, I'm definitely going to have to get that cover out. I do want to try and get some more of this in here because it is good soil. And then when I get the new soil, we'll just mix it in there. All right, you guys are out of there. No weeds allowed. Now, I did notice on one of the pots, there was a couple weeds in there. Not terrible. Last year I had a few weeds. We didn't have too many last year though, so it wasn't too awfully bad. And let's put this up. I like to keep clean as I go. Don't. The cleaner you are as you go, the better off you are. So we're probably only going to get one video out this week, which will be this one. And I'll try and get some more shorts out. Even if I just do some picture collages, you know, it's hard, guys. This is a small garden. Now, I do have to make the fence or a gate door for that fenced area. It'll make life so much easier for me to get in and out. So, yeah, I got to do that at some point too. There's a few projects that I have to do, and I just keep procrastinating. I can't seem to get them done. But we're doing pretty good on the numbers, guys. So I think I may or may not have mentioned it. So if I didn't mention it, you're mentioning it now. We've well gone over the 100. We beat the 100. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So I think the next goal. Now, mind you, we did 75 last year. We started with 2550, then we went to 75. And we didn't make 75 by the end of the year. But we have made 37 this year alone, and we are only into April. So I'm thinking, well, we'll set the goal for 150 and see where it goes. Eventually I'd like to get over 1,000 subscribers, and we'll get some stuff going and whatnot, and but we'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there. I want to thank the Garden Hoe. She's been a great supporter of this community. She's been putting my videos out and stuff. So really want to thank her for all her help with this. I want to thank our mountain home, Jen and Wiley. And Wiley has working with Wiley. I want to thank them, and Positively Obnoxious. That's all one family, those 3 channels. They've been supporters of the channel, and I really want to thank them for everything they've done. Jen helped me get started with a lot of this. She gave me points, tips, and tricks. So yeah, those are the people that I really want to thank most of all. But again, I want to thank all my viewers. You guys have been amazing. Be honest with you, I didn't think we'd get 100. I just felt like this would fail immediately. So I'm pretty impressed that we've gotten as far as we have. I'm grateful to share my journey with you, and hopefully some point within the next 5-10 years, we'll have a small farm or a homestead that I'd be able to put even more videos out for you guys. But my goal is at least get a homestead where I can raise a few animals, raise crops, raise my own food. I want to get away from the grocery store. It's not like it used to be. They put all these chemicals in our food. They put all this stuff in our food. I mean, you just think about all these things, these preservatives and stuff. What are they doing to our bodies? So I really kind of want to get away from that. I want to try and grow my own food. It seems so easy growing up watching my mom grow this food, and watching, and I guess you don't realize how much time that she put into her garden. Oh, good morning, Jet. He's kind of low. Passenger jet. They don't usually fly that low around here. Anyway, you don't realize how much time people actually put into these gardens. I mean, there's stuff I do when I'm not on camera too. So, it doesn't. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible because I do work a full-time job, and I am trying to get unburied from a lot of debt. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work going in, and this is small. My mom's garden was probably 100 times the size of this. I mean, our tomato plot was probably 200 by 200. It was huge. And then our raspberry patch, God, there was enough. We were selling raspberries as kids by the side of the road. And any extra stuff we had for the year, Mom let us sell it. We put a little roadside stand up and we sold it. But you don't realize how much time people put into these. And yeah, it's a lot of work. But at the end of the day, I can pick something out of my garden and eat it. Not have to worry about any chemicals in there. Not have to worry about artificial sweeteners. And yeah, corn syrup. For God's sake, they put corn syrup in everything. Like, they say, oh, it's a cheaper sweetener. It's not sweet. At the end of the day, you get that ugly aftertaste that I don't ever remember having as a kid growing up. So anyway, off my soapbox. You guys are amazing. And those of you who are not subscribing, can you hit that button, please? Hit that subscribe button. We've got like 85. We've come down from 94% of returning viewers to 84% that are not subscribed, that are watching over and over again. Hey guys, just please do me that solid. Please, I beg you, please, please, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button. That way you'll get better notified when I do put videos out and you can watch them. Those of you guys that watch all the way through, really, really want to thank you, because that's pushing our numbers for watch time up, because we have got to get like 3,000 hours of watch time, something crazy like that. So without that, we don't move to the next stage. And without the 500 viewers, we don't move to the next stage. So we're getting there. But yeah, I really want to thank you guys for giving me this opportunity to share a little piece of my life with you guys. So guys, have a great week. Be blessed, be safe, and we will catch you on the next video. If I do some more work out here, I will do a video, even if it's just short, even if it's just me watering the garden. We'll get something out there, do some shorts or whatever. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful week. Be blessed. Take care.